In a dark, dark forest, on a cold and silent night, the wind whispered through the trees like a ghostly breath. The moonlight barely touched the ground, its pale glow swallowed by the towering shadows of ancient pines. She ran, barefoot, her steps crunching on the brittle leaves and snapping twigs beneath her. Her breath came in sharp, frantic gasps, her heart pounding like a drum in her chest. Behind her, the sound of footsteps echoed. Slow at first, deliberate, almost mocking, then faster, closer. She dared not look back, but she could feel it. A presence, dark and menacing, weaving through the trees like a predator stalking its prey.
Help me!
Help, she whispered, her voice trembling and barely audible, as if the forest itself had stolen her words. A branch snapped ahead of her, and she froze. The silence was deafening now, broken only by the sound of her own breathing. She turned her head, her eyes wide with terror, scanning the darkness. A shadow moved. It wasn't human. Its limbs were unnaturally long, its face obscured by the night. It let out a low, guttural growl that sent shivers down her spine. She bolted, her legs burning, her vision blurred with tears. The trees seemed to close in around her, their branches clawing at her like skeletal hands. Then she saw it, a faint light flickering in the distance. A cabin, a way out. Hope ignited in her chest. But the footsteps behind her grew louder, faster, relentless. The ground gave way beneath her, and she stumbled, falling hard onto the forest floor. For a moment, everything was still. She held her breath, praying it wouldn't find her. But then, a cold hand gripped her ankle, pulling her into the darkness. And the last thing she heard was a whisper in her ear. "You can't escape."